Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to From the Depths. As I have mentioned, this is episode 10, which I've recorded directly after episode 9. And that means that any suggestions that you might have posted under the comment section of episode 9 will not yet have been implemented. This episode, I want to focus on getting some more defenses on this ship, particularly decoys. I read up on decoys, I did a bit more testing on decoys, and I want to ensure that I actually have some decoys. I'm going to use both missile decoys above and below water, so torpedo decoys and both missile decoys. In order to do that, I'm going to make use of a couple of small missile systems, and these are going to fire when a missile gets detected. So we're going to remove a couple of blocks here and there. We're going to go for small missile systems, which I think are sufficient for this particular purpose. And I still have a decent amount of supplies, so it shouldn't be that much of an issue. Maybe it's actually already too many, using 4 for these. Let's just go for half. And then immediately seal that back up before something gets inevitably broken. Okay, then missile controller. So 2 connectors. Connector, followed by a staggered fire add-on and a controller. And this is mirrored, so the other side has the same thing. There we go. These don't need much. All they need to do is distract missiles. So, they're not going to be missile interceptors, although I suppose they could be. Just going right at an enemy missile, but I'm not sure if they're capable of doing that accurately. Let's run a little test. I don't need to control this turret anymore, because I'm kind of considering it finished. I can just let the AI have some fun with this thing. So if you suddenly hear a loud bang, it's probably that. Weapon group 5. Which is over here, right? No, here, bow. You know what, I could make it a missile intercept. Traveled range, about 1,000 meters. 1,500 even. Substantial. And I can launch these pretty quickly. I'm going to go for a slightly different design than what I had planned. This is, if you know how I work, not unusual. Staggered missile add-on, yeah, 0.1 second is fine. Now we're going to need an ACB. Or was it automated control block? Automated control block. Right. You, sit over there. No? Hello? Oh, I'm building on a turret. Where are my missile interceptors? Here. Okay. This one, condition, so what's the trigger? There has been a detection of an enemy action, which is a missile or a torpedo, and it is at a range of 2,000 meters. Something like that. So if torpedoes are within 2,000 meters, missiles and torpedoes. No, actually only missiles. If missiles are within 2,000 meters, then fire the weapon system. But only the weapon system that you're right next to. Otherwise you're going to fire everything. There. So if there are missiles detected, this thing is going to make it happen. Same here. Condition. Enemy missile. Missile only. Range 2,000. Then, fire a weapon. Fire, and only the one that you're right next to. that one. Okay, now it's going to need to know if there are actually any missiles coming at it. So, time for some munition warners. Defenses. Munition warner. Here. Port and starboard and stern. And actually also from above. You never quite know. But maybe at some point I have something flying over me that drops a couple of missiles at me. And this should ensure that I get to detect those. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I should not have these. Or no. Directs a fused cannon fire at incoming missiles. I don't need those. What else do I need? Well, I could use chaff to fire. So I could fire a chaff to ensure that I don't get hit by said missile. I have no experience with these things, so I'm not sure how aggressive they're going to be. We're going to have these on the bridge. And we're also going to have heat decoys. And these will fire from the bridge, pointing port and starboard. And I can probably use another ACB here. So control, ACB. I'm not sure if this is safe. I mean, they are very exposed here, so I'll probably have to cover them up a little. Actions. Do these class as weapon systems? They don't, do they? No. They are in the defenses. Radar decoys, there we go, heat decoy. Currently controlled. Oh, they're not in a line. Hang on. This is the heat decoy. Whoa. Oh, that's the gun going off. Jesus. Target. We are going to be using the heat decoy. Set action. Set consumption? No. Test. Launch it. Fire. That's... No, you dum-dum. I just set it to control the whole thing. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to use these because I don't know how they work. I'm not sure if the chaffs are any better, because I probably have to do my homework before using those. That was the wrong slave condition. Decoys, chaff emitters. I can only tell them what their consumption is, not whether they should be used. How the hell does one use those? It uses materials, yes, lovely. But how are they activated? Does the AI activate them? Like with a local weapon controller? No, because it's not a weapon. Alright, screw that. We're not doing that. Instead, I'm going to have another set of small missile launchers. They're going to be sitting around here. Missiles. Small missiles. Pointing upwards. And then again, close it back up. Metal beam, 2 meter. Connector. That's missiles, connector. Connector, connector. Perfect. Controller. These things, not a missile interceptor, but I need them to have a variable thrust, which has relatively low thrust output, and then a flare. So this thing is just a giant come and get me item, if you will. Sticky flare. Emits heat and attracts infrared missiles. Can stick 2 vehicles and make them prominent targets. Don't target me, if you don't mind. We'll also need a... No, not an IFF, but a stagger. Control weapon system 5. Just for my standard weapon tests. Where is that controller? Here. Not weapon group 5. It looks like we're actually doing damage here, by the way. Kinda. Where the fuck are you even shooting? It is somewhat doing damage, I guess, to the spear. That's a lot of supplies in there, by the way. Anyway, weapon test 5. And then I can just pop these things all over the place. And just create a whole fiesta of targets for infrared missiles. Alright, that should do it. I just might want to increase the amount of time that they have between the launches. So the stagger is going to be 0.3 seconds. Because I know ACBs and they are very happy to throw everything that they can. As they are supposed to do. Granted. Control. ACB. Right down the middle. Oh, hold on. We're already here, aren't we? Yes, here we are. Alright. ACB. Condition. An enemy missile has been detected. So, enemy missile. It's going to be a missile only. Within a range of... yeah, 3,000 I suppose can work for this one. When you do that, I want you to fire a weapon system. And only one. Yeah, that one can reach it. Perfect. Whee, that goes all the way. Oh, crap. I still have to set these things up. To be a hell of a lot slower. Thrust output 50. And not have a missile interceptor, but have a sticky flare. There we go. Lifetime I don't care much about. Thrust duration is pretty high. But so be it. Here, check. Thrust output's fine. That one's not set up properly. Not at all, actually, because I just placed it. If enemy torpedo missile system gets detected within 3 kilometer range, then launch weapon system. No, not simple weapon. Weapon system, fire. Whoa, what? Are you kidding? You've detected weapons? Whoa, that's a cramshell. Maybe it's time that I stop hanging around here and start actually either engaging or running away. Because I'm currently not feeling terribly safe right here. And this thing just needs to continue to do that. Yeah, effect delays 0 seconds. Minimum activation interval 0. Okay, so it's going to continuously launch those small things and ensure that I don't get hit. Or that's what it's going to try to do. So I now have decoys for missiles which use radar. And I have decoys for missiles which use infrared. That means that I should have at least the missile department covered. Are you dead? Huh. You're dead. Is that my doing? I suppose my torpedoes might have killed him. Oh well. There goes another one. Let's head over there and steal his supplies. By heading over there, however, I'm of course burning up energy. A lot of it. But at this point, I'm feeling pretty confident about my cash supplies. Or my resource supplies. So I can probably go for a 5,000 RTG. And I have one here. Oh shit, that's underneath. No. No. I'm fairly confident about my abilities to keep the ship alive, but the bridge is of course going to be pretty close to the first thing that goes. Alright, I'm moving at best speed, and yet I'm still very slowly burning energy. Very, very slowly. So, time to pick up those supplies and bring in another. Now, the one other decoy system that I want to set up is in case a torpedo comes in. I'm not sure if I've even been shot at with torpedoes. Maybe. I know that I've been shot at with that melee lance, that laser lance that they had. But that's probably not what I should be worried about. What is that literal 40mm doing? Do I even need that thing? You're set to engage absolutely everything, aren't you? Yeah, even out to 5,000 meters. Whoops. Didn't need to delete the whole thing. Simple weapons. Effective range. 3,000 meters? Okay. Are you really? Wow, okay. Fine, I'll set it to 3,000 meters. And don't bother with trying to engage submarines. I don't think you can. The AI was using this thing all the time to engage targets. Alright, back to the AI. The mainframe. Farther up ahead? Yeah, here it is. Because I saw that it still needed more processing cards. Happy now? Processing 10. Required 8.6. Perfect. Now I'll probably add some more processing. Or some more, well, stuff that I need to get processed. So we're going to go with a few more general processing cards. One here. And one there. Okay, I've picked up the resources. Now to put another RTG in here. Resources. Let's go with a couple of smaller ones. This is the bridge. Ooh, it's not center line. Can't have that. Two of them here. And then the big boy over there. And now we're generating power. Excellent. I could go for another one. I suppose I could just remove the whole engine, right? The fuel engine. Seeing as I'm not seeing as I'm not actively using that. And just go for another RTG. Because another thing that I want to put on the ship eventually is energy shields. I'm just not sure if that's a priority or not. Now, where are my batteries? Here, they have an electric motor. You have an electric motor. You're tiny. What's going on? Oh, we're engaging something. What are you? Well, you're taking damage, that's for sure. The firing arc of that gun, though, is something I'm not too happy about. Oh, is the other turret engaging? No. That gun. quite a fan. Unfortunately, it seems like this aircraft, transient, is not terribly impressed. So let's turn a... Whoa! Hello. Stuff either flying off or that's a shell. That's a shell. That other turret's also opening up. No, it's the 40 mil. Surprise, surprise. What's the range? Hold on a moment. Pause. What is my other turret doing? 0.1. Hello? This guy over here. Did I not hand you off to the AI yet? Because if I didn't, then that's a bit of a waste, isn't it? Yep. It's off. There we go. Channel 1. And now it's engaging. Target detected. Opening up. Current fuse time, 3 seconds. And what are we doing to the target? 25k damage so far. It's probably these flak shells which are starting to impact it. Fancy design, 28k. What the hell is that? Is it carrying some cargo? Curious thing. Hell of a gun on it. I very much appreciate not getting hit with that at all. Now, according to the game, it's taking damage, but I'm not really seeing it yet. I do want to see this at full speed, though. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Now it's definitely starting to notice. Oh, the... the frames per second don't like me zooming in like that. Sorry. Health? 96%. We're gonna need a bigger gun. 54 down. Have you even done anything useful? I think it's time to start selecting other shells from my main cannon. They're probably too slow. Where's that shell selector? I guess that's somewhere on the side. Here it is. You. New plan. HE warhead, HE warhead, HE warhead, HE head. But the speed is relatively slow. I want the speed up. That's really high. High explosive warhead, 882. Range 3,000 meters. Fair enough. Just start... Well... We're gonna be reloading new shells anyway, I guess. %. Stern gun has stopped firing, so it's probably at the edge of its range. Let's turn in and engage. I'm not sure if it's hurting. Nope, still firing back at me. Whoa, what? What are you doing? Is there something over there that's even more threatening? No, it isn't. It's like the detectors had a hissy fit. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold on. I'm gonna take control of my main turret. Because I want to see what those new shells can do. Quinson's rangefinder, no. Where's the shell piece? Here. Weapon system 1. Turret. Where's the turret block? Here. Weapon 1. Is anything else selected to 1? No, it's not. Okay, so I have control. Reloading. It was time for that. Go on. There we go, we're not reloading anymore. We're actively shooting. Alright, so this is a 619 meters per second shell. That's a relatively slow one. I'm hoping that the other one is going to be faster. Somewhere in the range of 800 meters per second. Looks like the other turret's also joining in on the fun. That barely did anything. Hold on. No, not Quinson's rangefinder. You, APS, clear clips. Just eject all of it. And then make sure that we have a couple of shells loaded. Barrel cooling down. Go on then. That's a lot better. 900 meters per second. What are we doing now if I hit it? Which I don't. Yeah, I did hit it. Status. That's about 1,000 damage. Which this thing really seems to shrug off. It doesn't really care. What's the new reload on this gun? Because I've added more gunpowder. Cooling limit 90 rounds per minute. Yeah, which is what I have set it to, so that's fine. Oh, I love that turret. I really love that turret. I am, however, not enthusiastic about the time it's taking me before this thing goes. Because I'm whittling it down, surely, but it's taking a while. I do think that this can make a nice screenshot. Look at that. I like that. Probably burning off a fuck ton of ammunition. Just getting these shells built. And hoping to hit something with it. Whoa, did something get knocked off the ship? Oh, we're approaching something else. Somewhere we took damage. Hello, what are you? Vanguard. Well, you're not going to be around for very long, I'm afraid. Because unlike the one that we were shooting before, this one doesn't seem to be too sturdy. That's even EMP damage. Yep, that's them dead. So that was the torpedo hitting them. 895. I'll take it. I'll take it. Right. I'd say the ship's coming along nicely, considering the amount of firepower that I have on it right now. It's still probably early days, at least, I hope, for this ship. To be fair, when I started this series, if you will, I didn't expect the ship to live quite this long. And here we are at episode 10. So as it turned out, it wasn't actually that bad. And with enough resources, and I currently have 100,000, I can still build the ship out quite a lot more. So, suggestions? Much appreciated. Please link them down or put them down in the comment section. As always, I try to get to as many of those as possible, but I cannot possibly get to all of them. So I try to read as much as I can, I try to absorb as much as I can, and I try to implement the ones that I feel like I have enough technical expertise for, or the ones that I want to research and look into. So it's not personal if you feel like I'm ignoring your comment, because I am really not. Now, thank you guys for watching. I hope you had fun with the Combat Dinghy. Although, I'm not sure if that's still a good name. So if you have a good name, let me know down below in the comment section as well. Thank you for watching. Hope you had fun. I sure did. And I'll see you soon for the next episode.